Hi everybody, just want to do a very quick video here today. Just want to talk about a scandal that's after breaking here in Ireland in the last few days with the HSE. It was covered by the Irish Independent. Also it has been covered by Independent TD Ken O'Flynn. The Irish Independent ran the story as health staff with bogus references spark alert to patient safety. So basically what's after happening here is that you have these agencies where the health service, both here in Southern Ireland, also in Northern Ireland as well, they were recruiting staff from these agencies, and it has come to their attention now that their paperwork, their references, they're bogus, they're fraudulent. They had, say, email addresses, they had addresses from managers, they were fraudulent and bogus. So the big question is then, are these healthcare professionals even qualified to be working in our hospitals, in our nursing homes, and any of our healthcare facilities? They'd also be working as well with disability services. So it has been reported to HIQA, which is the Health Information and Quality Authority here in Ireland, and the information also has been passed on to the Department of Health, who's going to pass it on to all, as I said, the hospitals, all the healthcare facility settings. So basically, as we said, what was happening is they were recruiting these health staff from these agencies, and it was found out that the paperwork they had, they were fraudulent and that they were bogus. So the big problem therein is, were these people trained properly, you know, that are working in your hospitals, that are working in the nursing homes and with any of these healthcare facilities in Ireland, or disability services. They're putting patients at risk, you know, patients at risk, their safety as well, because a lot of these people with fraudulent paperwork, references, you know, how qualified are they? So this is absolutely horrific when you think about it. Am I surprised and shocked? Absolutely not, because our health care facilities here in Ireland, they're just at an all-time low, and I think people have no confidence in the healthcare facilities here in Ireland. And how could you? And we all might have been in a position as well where we were in, we'll say, a healthcare facility. You could have been in a hospital and you might have said to yourself, you might be dealing with a specific healthcare professional, you might say to yourself, you know, is this person qualified? And look, like, after hearing this, you'd be well within your rights to say that, because sadly they may not have been qualified. And I'm just going to bring it to people's attention of that case. You can Google this case up yourself. It was in the Limerick Maternity Hospital, where there was a doctor practicing there, and he never even had practiced medicine. This is crazy. I mean, you would say to yourself, how could this happen? And you know, you'd be so right, how could it happen? But seemingly in Ireland, these scandals, they are happening up and down the country, and all you got to do is get on your computer, get on your phone and start Googling, and you'll see just these horror stories. And just as well to mention that in 2024, there was 32 people investigated by the Medical Council here in Ireland, and they were practicing without medical licenses as well. So that's very worrying as well. So I just want to bring this to the public's attention, and if you could just share this video around, just get it out there, because there's not enough people really talking about this. We know our healthcare facilities here in Ireland, they're just in an awful state, and you see stuff like this happening, it just shouldn't be accepted at all among the Irish people. And if people get more vocal and speak out more, you know, we might expect to have better healthcare facilities. And I just feel like even sometimes people, they just become desensitized to the whole lot, because it's like every day you're being hit with something else, and people are getting on with their lives, and it doesn't really hit them until they end up in hospital themselves, or maybe, you know, a family member, and then you realise this is bad, you know, and it is bad. So, you know, we want change. We want to be able to go into hospitals that are safe. We want all the healthcare professionals that we meet along the way, we want them to be properly trained. You know, that's basic healthcare, and we just don't have it here in Ireland. It's just scandal after scandal, just seems to be, you know, hitting us every day. It's horrific. So very important, people get vocal, you know, speak out. If you're in the hospital, you know, as I always say, don't be afraid to speak up and speak out. Always better to be safe than sorry, because you do deserve proper healthcare. You know, everyone does, and you know, we're not getting it here in Ireland. So that's it. I'm just going to wrap it up as that. Just wanted to come on, get that out there, out to the public, and get people talking. That's what we need to do. So like and subscribe and share, and I will catch you in the next video. Have a lovely weekend and goodbye.